Right people, what this video is basically about today is, so I got a comment on one of my videos where if you bleed your radiator and the water comes out, so obviously there's no airlift in it, but then your heating's on and your radiator is still not getting warm, there's a trick to do which might help it, but if this doesn't help it, you'll probably need a new radiator, or if you've got mini bore pipes, which is like tiny skinny pipes, I'll try and show you one on this property if it's got any, them could potentially be blocked, but 9 times out of 10 this method I'm going to show you normally works. Or it could be potentially sludge in your radiator or in your pipework, which means you need a power flush. But like I say, I'll show you how I normally do this and then see if it works for your property. This is the radiator in question, but before we start, always get a cup of tea off the customer. And if you've got workmen in your house, always offer them a cup of tea. They might not take it, but it's always nice to offer, because on these freezing cold days, a cup of tea is what you want, like. Thank you. So as you can see here, when I open it up, there's water comes out of it, so that would mean it's full of air. I mean, that would mean it's full of water and it's got no air left in it, but when you feel it, it's not getting warm. So what I do is, you've got to look in your house in all your radiators and they've got a thermostatic valve on like that. You've got to go around and turn all them off. There'll be one in your house without one of these on. It'll just have a valve like that without that. That's a bypass. You can just leave that one because your heating system's got to have a bypass in it anyway. So basically what you want to do is the radiator that's not working, as in this one, you want to leave this one on 5 so it's completely open, and then all the ones that are working, turn them off. So you can't see on this one, but if you look around there, that'll be on 5. So you turn it all the way off to 0, and then you go around all your other radiators in the property and turn them off to 0. But every one that's working, what's getting hot when your heating's on, when it's been on for 5 minutes and you can start to feel the heat come through, go and turn all them off. One here is the bypass, so you'll have one of them on both sides. So that one, just don't touch that one, just leave it. Obviously that one will get hot because it hasn't got a thermostat on. It's just like an open circuit in the system basically. In this property we've got 3 bedrooms and a passage, and then the bathroom radiator is electric, so it's like electric towel warmer, so we'll just leave that one. You're only looking for ones with obviously your pipework on the bottom. Then there's one room where we can't get access into it, so we'll just leave that one open, but the customer said that one's turned off anyway, so that's totally fine because no one uses that room. As you can see there, we're turning that one off. And then I think we've got a conservatory that we need to turn off as well, so we'll get that one turned off. So have a check on there. This one's got a little bit of a leak that we need to get fixed, so see, now we've got all the ones turned off that are working. Just obviously before you turn them off, make sure they're working, because obviously if they're not working, you've got to leave that radiator valve on, because then it basically, I think what it does is it pushes the air out the system for the one that's not working, so it'll be a bit like air trapped. Feel this radiator's absolutely bouncing now, so that would be fixed. You don't need to keep doing that, it'll just automatically do it itself. It'll just get like the air's out the system now, that you can't bleed out the radiator. And then go around, make sure all your radiators are turned on, they're all getting hot, and then you shouldn't have to do that again. But you might have to bleed your radiators, or if your system's been emptied, or if it hasn't been on all over Christmas or New Year, what am I talking about, if it hasn't been on all summer, this might be your problem. So I hope that helps, and whoever commented on the thing, I hope that helped you out too.